Hello and welcome to Titanium Talar's Tarot. And today I will be doing a collective healing from past week, okay? So that we can start the new one fresh and clean, okay? And so what I decided to do today was that I decided to tweak my method a little. And so today I'm just going to heal the collective, my collective, and I want to You know what? I want to hear your thoughts about it. Did you prefer the last type where I pulled something where I needed to heal? Or did you like this method of working where I just healed the collective and work to see how I can make it better, right? So, give me your thoughts and your viewpoint because I want to make this for us all. And if you have any questions, comments, or observations, please, please let me know because this is a collaborative effect. This will really take off if we work on it together. Okay? Because the leader is only as strong as, let me start that again. The team is only as strong as the bond, as the weakest link. Okay? So if you guys see something that I could do better, let me know. It will be my pleasure. Of course, I will just take that into consideration and and devise something for the entire group. Okay? So you might not be able to see it right now, but and notice my arm is it's not moving the pendulum is moving itself, so it's working, right? Now let's see what comes to mind. What can I do? Please, angels, guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my collective, for to heal from the past week, please guide me so that I can share the messages you want me to share today. Well, I'm not getting anything, but my pendulum is still swinging, so I'm guessing it knows what to do. What? Well, I can talk of my life, right? And so I came up with a little resistance this week, and the only thing that you can do with resistance, even if it's self-resistance, is just look at it, observe it, try to understand it, and which makes me think of right after my accident when I was impulsive. My father suggested I observe myself. I take notes of whenever I'm impulsive, what caused me to be impulsive, when did this impulsiveness happen? Was there something that triggered it? Was there something I could do? And then finally to give myself tricks in order to avoid being impulsive. So in order to be able to really take control of your life, you have to simultaneously, depending on the situation, be able to take on multiple personas. Okay? What I mean to say is every single situation will demand a different type of persona from you. You will have to wear different hats, be different people, start acting differently, right? And all of that in order for you to really be able to live the best life you want. Okay? So, first and foremost, you need to be a neutral observer. So you really need to be a scientist in the purest form of this definition. Okay? In its purest form, meaning that you are just going to look, observe, and like collect data. That's all you do. So at the first stage, you just collect data. You just notice what it is that you're doing, what it is that they are doing, what it is that is happening, when it's happening, what are the consequences, what are the precursors, and all those little things. And I know taking on new habits is not easy. It never is. But taking on a new habit is how you become a better person. You become a better version of yourself. If you constantly stay the same and nothing changes, you are slowly but surely dying. You're slowly but surely starting to move backwards because you're not doing anything in order for you to move forward. And that shit sucks. It sucks a lot. My arm hurts. Okay. So it is being able to take on the role of the scientist. It is the role of being able to be the projector, like the person in front who talks to everybody, the person in front. You have to be able to be whatever you need to be in any given situation. You need to be a chameleon, basically, to shape yourself to what the situation calls for. You know, it's a little hard at the beginning, but once you get in the hang of it, once you get used to doing it, it is going to be so much better for you. Because the way you react will not depend on what you feel. It'll depend on what the situation gives you. Because you will be the rock. You will be your own rock. And that is what you want. Of course, the rock will change its shape depending on the situation it is in. Now, I know what I'm saying might be a little confusing, and I'm sorry, but okay, let's continue with the rock so that I don't confuse you or myself in any further. When you put a rock in different situations, it'll change depending on the circumstance, right? So if you put it in lava, what will happen? The rock will melt or burn, whatever. If you put it high up in the air, what will it do? It will fall. If you put it on the ground, it will stay where it is. If you put it underwater, it'll sink. You know. So the rock will change depending on what situation it is in. It'll change less, but there will be little changes done to it or given to it. And that is how you should be. You should be ever changing, ever moving, ever transforming depending on the situation that you are in. And I mean, just take advantage of what is happening. Being able to model yourself in regards to the situation will make you a much better component of your life than you trying to force your way through life and make everybody else follow you. It is very hard to make other people want to follow you because there are like different ways. Some people might follow you just because they have to, but they won't really like it. So once they don't need to follow you anymore, they will drop you like a rock, right? Or they will drop you like a hat. There are other people who will do it, but they don't want to, but they'll do it because they have to and they have no other choice. And yet again, they will just leave you because they don't want to be around you. Then you have people who want to follow you, but not necessarily what the other things that you are surrounded by. Those people will just follow you, right? And then the other stuff that comes with it that aren't really coming to mind at this moment. But so being able to better change yourself depending on the situation, being the chameleon, is super important for you and your success. And I mean, I understand some people will be like, well, I don't want to. And I don't feel like I have to. And I shouldn't. Life should change for me. I mean, life changes in regards to what you are wanting, what you are emitting. That is a given. But it will be much easier if you can change in regards to it. When I say it, I mean life, right? Because you are the constant in your life. You are the constant. If there is only one thing that we can always be certain of, is that you will be the main character of your life. Always. And your angels and guides will answer to you and are trying to constantly help you. Now, if you choose to utilize their help and use it to your benefit, that is up to you. But just know that you have this team, your spiritual team, that is behind you 100% of the time and wanting to help you. Okay? But knowing how to change depending on what situation you're in is going to be a very, very big key component of your success. In anything, it can be in relationship, it can be not just romantic, I mean like work relationships, it can be friendly relationships, it could be whatever you want, okay? It could be in buying a new house, it could be in selling your old house, it could be whatever you want it to be, right? Right. So, all these things, that just reminds me of something. Being something that my grandfather told me a while ago, which is, yes, you have this one thing that you are working towards, but your current circumstance demands you to do something a little different. So it is best for you to change yourself to fit the situation for a little while until you get back on your feet, and then you can yet again bounce back and do what you want. But until that point in time, until you're ready to bounce back on your feet, you gotta work the field. You gotta play the situation. You gotta work with what you got. Yep. And that's the way love goes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's the way love goes. That's the way love goes. That's the way love goes. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's the way love goes. That's the way love goes. That's what came to mind. Uh, yes. And I'm following the steps of my most favorite tarot reader, Dharma Jane. I love her. OMG. If you've noticed, I have a lot of her cards. Well, not her cards, but like the cards she uses. I just love her. She's amazing. I really do look up to her as a tarot reader. Yep. And so, yeah. Uh, well, my pendulum has stopped. So it is telling me that it is done healing my collective, at least for a little bit, because the way that my pendulum works is that it heals one thing, and until it finds something else to heal, it just will stay still, or will like move a little, like do little movements that aren't really perceptive, that you cannot perceive or the beginning. But I was like, it's enough. Let's move on. So this is what I have for you guys this week. Please let me know if you guys felt anything. This was timeless. This was timeless and also healing. So if you guys felt anything, if you guys took anything from this reading, from this healing, please let me know in the box below so that I can improve for my next times, right? And so this is for anybody. This is for my collective, basically, okay? And this is for anyone who watches this at any point in time. This is timeless. And yes, so, and this is all that I have for you guys this week. And if you like this, and if you would like me to work with you specifically to heal whatever you have in your life, you feel like something's off and you want me to heal it, I can do that. Okay, we can work together. And if you are interested in that, so just look in the box below and you will find my contact info, a little description of the video, and my price. Okay, so with that being said, I wish you all a very good week, and I will see you next time. Bye.